Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Tech with Yashwant. So if you're new here, I'm Yashwant. I work as a solutions engineer at Confluent, a former solutions engineer at Databricks, and I'm an AWS community builder as well. So in this video, we are going to build a project where we will be developing a text narrator application using Amazon Polly. Let's say you have a piece of text. It can be a book, article, newsletter. You will be uploading that into an S3 bucket, and Amazon Polly will convert that text into your speech. The voice and pitch, the speed parameters can be adjusted as well. Now, in order to build this project, there are certain steps that needs to be taken. So these are some of the steps that we'll be going through. One is to explore Amazon Polly, creating an IAM role, creating S3 buckets, writing the Lambda function, and then checking the output using Amazon Polly itself. So if you're excited, go ahead, like this video, share this with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Now let us see what are the services that we are going to use in this particular project. So the first and the main important one is Amazon Polly, which helps us in converting text to lifelike speech with customizable features. Then of course we will use AWS Management Console, which manages the account and configures Amazon Polly. Third, AWS IAM, which ensures secure access by managing user permissions. Now if you're wondering how much is the estimated time and the cost, so this project is estimated to take about 20 to 30 minutes, and cost is totally free when you're using AWS free tier. Now let us dig more on the architecture side. There are 4 steps here. If you see, observe carefully. So firstly, you will choose the suitable book, article, newsletter, etc. and the content will be translated from the text to the speech. Then you have Lambda function, which is going to retrieve the text and send it to Amazon Polly for synthesis. So then you will choose the required language, voice model provided, and Amazon Polly converts the text to speech, and it will also store the audio files in the S3 bucket. And then the S3 bucket consists of the final text to speech audio, which can be then downloaded and used. Now let us understand what is exactly Amazon Polly. So Amazon Polly is a service provided by AWS that enables developers to generate human-like speech from the text. Now there are few features that I wanted to highlight. One is text to speech conversion. Amazon Polly turns written text into spoken words, so you can type something and Amazon Polly will say it out loud in natural sounding language. Then you have realistic speech. The speech created by Amazon Polly sounds like a real person speaking, not robot or unnatural. So it's great for making computerized voices sound more like human. Third one is options to customize. You can change how the speech sounds. For example, you can make it faster or slower, or just the pitch, high or low, and even you can pick different accents and the languages. So fourth important thing is that it supports many languages and voices. Amazon Polly can speak in a lot of different languages and with different voices. So whether you want a man or a woman or someone with a British or American accent, you have that options fulfilled. And so you can also use special codes called SSML to control exactly how the speech sounds. So this allows for things like emphasizing certain words, adding pauses, or changing the tone of the voice. And Amazon Polly provides different engines according to the requirements for the sounding of the audio and the content length. So to explain it in simple terms, you have neural engine, which is basically used for lifelike and expressive speech or for natural sounding interactions. Then you have standard engine, which provides good quality speech suitable for most applications. And then the last one is long form engine, which is optimized for longer text like articles or books that provides a good quality throughout the content. Amazon Polly also provides different languages to translate and different voice tones. So you can use a voice tone according to the need in your application. So if this is something that excites you, let's head over to the AWS Management Console and start building this project. So all the required code and the instructions are provided in this GitHub repository. So you can use this. All the things, all the code is provided here. You can use it. And if you like this, please go ahead and fork it and also start this repository. Now see you in the AWS console. Right. So now let us go ahead and see the first step, that is to explore Amazon Polly. So I've opened my AWS Management Console and I've opened Amazon Polly. So if you do not find it, search for Polly here. You will land in a page something like this, right? So here, if you observe, like we discussed in the theory part, we have generative, long form, neural, standard options that are available. And you have languages as well. So you can select from all the available languages that you can see. And you have different voices as well. Depending on the language that you select, the voice will also vary. So you can provide your input text here and you can probably listen to what the voice looks like. For example, let's play this.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I can read any text for you. Test it out.
And let us also change to Daniel.
Hi, I'm Danielle. I can read any text for you. Test it out.
All right, so this is something that you can explore, and there are other options as well. So I'll leave this to you. So let us go ahead and see the next step. So the next step is to create an IAM role. So the role name is Poly Translation Role, and we need to attach these policies. So let's go to the AWS Management Console under IAM. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so I'm in my AWS Management Console in the IAM dashboard. So search for IAM and you will land in something like this. Now click on role and let's go ahead and create a new role. So I'll click on create role, and this is for the AWS service, that is Lambda. Select Lambda here and then scroll down and click on next. And in here we need to provide the policies. So we need to attach these policies. Amazon Poly Full Access. So let me copy that. I'll select that one. Other policies as well. So let me copy the second one, that is S3 Full Access. Select that one. Next we need Lambda execution role. So let me add that as well. All right. So after selecting these three policies, we need to provide the role name. So I'm just going to copy the role name here. All right, so these are the three policies added, and let me go ahead and create a role. So if you see here, Poly Translation Role is now created. Let's go back and see what's the next step. So the next step is to create a source and a destination S3 bucket. Basically, source is where you'll provide the text file, and destination you will get the converted voice as an audio file in this destination S3 bucket. So let's go ahead and create the source S3 bucket. So I'll copy the name. Go ahead land in S3 page. So I'll click on create bucket, and in the bucket name I'm gonna paste this. So if you are using the same name, please make sure that it is unique. I'll scroll all the way down and click on create bucket. Let me grab the second bucket name as well. I'll click on create bucket, provide the name here, scroll all the way down, click on create bucket. So now we have completed three steps, that is one, Amazon Poly, IAM role, and we created the S3 bucket. So the last one is to create the Lambda function itself. So let's go ahead and create a Lambda function. Let me copy the code. So I am here in the Lambda console, click on create function. So we are going to author it from the scratch. So I'm just going to name this as Poly Translation function, and I'm going to select Python 3.14. So we need to change the default role. So I'm going to select and use existing role. And in here, I'll select Poly Translation role that we just created and click on create function. Dismiss this. All right, so it is going to give you the default Lambda function. So I'm just going to remove this and paste the code that I have. So firstly, let me go ahead and explain the code. So if you see here, I'm importing Boto3, time and JSON, and I'm creating two clients here. One is for Poly and the other one is for S3. Basically, whatever the input that I'm adding into the S3 bucket should be fetched and it should be fed to the Poly. So that is what I'm doing here. So that is what is happening here as well. Firstly, it is getting the S3 file details from the trigger. And if you see here, it's reading from this bucket. So you need to make the changes on the bucket as well. So if you're using a different bucket name, so it needs to be changed here. And then it is going to convert the text to speech here. And it will read the audio stream and it will put that in the destination with the name destination audio file name, and then it will upload the audio to TWI Poly audio file storage bucket. So you have to change this bucket name as well if you are using a different one, and that is what it is doing. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it. I've already done that. So now let me go ahead and deploy this. Okay, so the deployment is succeeded now. So what we need to do is we need to add a trigger here and also the destination. Basically, whenever you upload a text file into the source bucket, it needs to be automatically taken up by the Poly translation function, and the translation should happen and it will dump into the destination S3 bucket. So firstly, let's add the source bucket here. I'll click on trigger, and in the source, I'll type in S3 and you will see S3 here. And you will have to select the bucket. Please be very careful while selecting the bucket name here. So I'm going to select TWI Poly text files storage bucket. So I'm going to store my text files here, and event type I'm going to select only the put object here, because as soon as I put a file into this bucket, it should start changing that. So suffix, I'm going to go with .txt. So whatever the files that I upload with .txt will be recognized only, and none of the other files will be recognized. So you need to also acknowledge the recursive invocation. Basically, if you're using the same bucket for your source and the destination, it is going to recurse and it is going to do the same thing again and again, and it will cost you a lot until and unless you delete the bucket itself. So be very careful with this. I click on acknowledge and click on add. So if you see here, my source bucket got added here. Now I need to add the destination. So I'll click on add destination. So asynchronous invocation is fine. I'll select S3 here. Instead of SNS topic, I'll select S3 bucket, and the destination I'll go with poly audio files. So this is my destination, and I'll click on save. Now, once this is done, what you need to do is to test. You can clone this repository. So I've given you text.txt. So if you open that, this text will be converted into speech automatically using poly. So this is the text I've added. So you can add your text as well. So I'm just going to use this one to test it. So I'm going to go to S3, and in here I need to select text files, and here I'll click on upload. I'm going to click on add files. I'll go inside, and here I'll take test.txt and I'll click on upload. So if you parallelly observe this, it is done now. Let me close this. Okay, so now I will go to my other bucket where audio files. If you see here, automatically, if you observe the time, it had converted the text file and it is given the speech as well. So if you want, you can download this as well. So I'll click on download, and you can see what is happening, right? So let's go ahead and listen to that.
Hello AWS community builders. This text will be converted into speech automatically using Poly.
That is what exactly we added in the text.txt file, and we were able to get that converted automatically. So we just uploaded the file and we got the result in the other S3 bucket. So as simple as that. So this is all I wanted to cover in this particular video. Now, very important thing, we need to destroy the resources as well. So let me go to the roles here. So I'm just going to copy the role here, paste that, click on delete and delete the role. So let's go ahead and delete the role first. So let us also go ahead and delete the buckets. I'll click on empty, permanently delete, click on empty. That's done. Let's do the same thing for the other bucket. Permanently delete, empty, exit. Now let's go ahead and delete these two buckets. Copy the name, paste it here, delete bucket, copy the name, paste in here, delete bucket. Finally, let's go ahead and delete the Lambda function as well. Select the Lambda function, click on actions, delete, and just type in confirm, and you're good to go. So this is what I wanted to show in this particular video. If you are liking the content that I'm creating, please consider subscribing and share it with your friends. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.